Have you ever taken a job that wasn't what you thought it would be? I definitely have, and maybe I'll do that one day as a story time. But here's some things that you can do if that does happen to you. You've accepted an offer, you get into the role, and you find out, months or a couple weeks after you started working in the role that is not quite what you expected. The first thing that I would share that you could do is to definitely communicate this to your manager. You want to make sure that they are aware of what you're feeling and what's happening. Because nothing can be done if they aren't aware. And even if you feel as if you've been slighted, if it's been just thrown on your plate, you definitely need to make someone aware that this is happening, and specifically your manager. And how you have that conversation is you want to put some time on their calendar, and you can say it's touch base or what have you, but you don't want to just walk in and start talking about it. You definitely want to stay professional, which I know you will, but you want to have that allotted time frame to have the discussion without distractions or somebody having to run to a meeting or do an email or what have you. So put time on the calendar. The other thing you want to do is go in there with the list of what you're currently doing now versus what the job description what was outlined in the job description when you accepted the offer. That way there's some contrast and comparison of the two roles. And it's not just you saying it, you have something to back that up. And then what you want to do is then make a decision, right? Based off of your response that you received after having that conversation, then you can make a decision. Either you can decide that you don't want to stay there and you can leave. If you turn down other offers, it's okay to go back and to talk to those recruiters or decision makers and say, hey, I did accept another offer, but it didn't turn out to be what I expected. And that does occur. You won't be the first person that has happened to, so that is okay to say. Or you can give the role some time. Because oftentimes a hiring manager, the person that you're working for, they don't realize what you're doing. Again, that's why I said have the conversation first before you make a rush decision that, it was an intentional mishap there. And sometimes that does happen now, to be quite honest. But before you make that rush judgment, have that conversation, because as I was saying, sometimes managers, they don't know the person you're reporting to. The role could have evolved. There may be tasks that was on that job description that you shouldn't even be doing right now. And the fact that you have it listed there and they're able to compare it, they're like, oh, you shouldn't even be doing that now. We can give that to so-and-so. And the role could have easily evolved or changed, or there's been some processes or tasks that have been streamlined. So at least give them the opportunity to course correct for you. All right. And if you could use assistance in transitioning or having that type of conversation, or you're not quite sure what to do, definitely go to attractopportunities.com and we can help you with that. All right. I'll see you in the next video.